I feel frustrated when I think of the fight. Initially, and people are going to think this is crazy, but initially I actually felt embarrassed by my performance because I really just don't feel like I performed.
Very, very excited about our next guest because he hasn't said much since we last saw him in action. We last saw him in action on Friday. We've talked a lot about his fight. We've talked a lot about the aftermath, the scoring, all that and more. You know how we feel about the scoring. You know how we scored the fight. And we you know how we feel about how it was all kind of handled in the aftermath. So let's hear from the man himself, who's been relatively quiet, and I totally understand why. Although I did see him with Schultze backstage at an event, which is pretty damn cool. We're talking to big news. Paul Hughes, kind enough to join us on this Wednesday evening. Hello, Paul. How are you?
Doing good, brother. Good to see you.
It's great to see you. How was Schultz, by the way? I saw you back there with him.
Phenomenal. What a guy as well, bro.
The
show was brilliant, but he was just such a kind soul. He was so good to all my mates as well. So we really had a good night.
Love it. Love it. You deserve that. Am I right, though? You know, I sometimes can miss things. You've pretty much kept a very low profile since Friday, right?
I have, yeah. I have.
Any reason why?
Yeah, I keep going to write bro, I'm just like chilling, to be honest. I'm just trying to zone out. Of obviously preparing for so long. I've been so busy. All of my friends are in town. My family are all in town in Dubai. All the people that I love are close, and I'm just spending quality time with them. So I haven't really been getting into that headspace too much. Obviously, it took me some days to kind of really process the fight, how it played out, because obviously there was all the controversy and this and that. And initially, obviously, people go mad about scorecards. Initially, I didn't give a fuck, but I was just obviously sad. But now I'm trying to just make sense of everything and gather as much information as I could before I kind of put something out there. And then, as I say, I've just been busy having a nice time, and I was going to do a post tonight probably. So
okay.
I'm breaking the silence now.
Okay, this is the post. This is better than a post. You being here.
Exactly. Well, I was about to write something earlier, and I was like, oh, I'm doing Ariel tonight so people can get it straight.
So we're 5 days removed. How do you feel about what transpired? What are your thoughts? I know that's a very broad question, but just curious.
Yeah, broad question for sure. I mean, generally speaking, I'm happy. You know, as I said, all the people I love are close to me. Like, my life is amazing. I'm blessed. I'm not sad. I'm not defeated. I don't feel like a loser. I don't feel deflated. I feel frustrated for sure. I feel frustrated when I think of the fight. And initially, and people are going to think this is crazy, but initially I actually felt embarrassed by my performance because I really just don't feel like I performed anywhere close to what I know that I can do or what I needed to do to beat him. And that was where my frustrations lay. I think people, when they see me, you know, the fight ended, they see me kind of going like, fuck. I was frustrated that I didn't do what I needed to do, you know?
Mm. So frustrated is a little different than embarrassed.
Yeah.
Why embarrassed?
Because I just didn't perform. I felt like I was sloppy in there. I just felt like my hands and feet were just not working together. The way they should, the way they needed to. I obviously know why that happened, but I still, I felt like I was still going to win. You know, I still felt like I had what it takes to do something special, but I just couldn't put it all together the way I needed to beat him. You know, to beat one of the best guys out there, you have to be operating at 110%, and I didn't operate at 110%, and I didn't win.
If you can compare the two performances, which one are you prouder of? Which one did you like yourself in more? The first fight against him or the second fight?
Honestly, equally the same, because I gave everything that I possibly could each time. And I think with me, I always do. I give everything, like mentally, like what I can, physically sometimes. Like, you know, yeah, look, I tried everything I possibly could for both fights, and I'm proud of that, you know.
Do you remember what you were thinking in between rounds? All right, I'm up 2-1, I'm down, I'm up. Like, what are you thinking in the midst of the fight going into the fifth? I had a 2-2 going into the fifth. I gave you the fifth. And then afterwards, do you remember at all what you were thinking as far as the scoring was concerned?
Yeah, so let me think. Round one, I knew obviously it was him because he got my back and landed some good damage from that position. So I knew that. Um, round two, I knew was definitely for me. I knew that I was bringing myself back into it. 3, 4, I can't really recall. In fact, I can recall coming out for round 5 because Usman had a really good round 4. I remember him clipping me some good jabs. I think round 4 was a clear round for him. And I remember him hitting me some good shots. And I remember he started talking shit back to me. And like, which I enjoy. I enjoy that competitive side. But the momentum swung his way. So I remember sitting down between round 4 and 5 and going like, right, you really need to get something going here because he's definitely trying. So that's what I can recall right now.
By my count, there were 3 shots below the belt. 2 were acknowledged. The middle one, the referee Keith Peterson essentially said like, no, keep going, keep going. Did any of them? I'll be honest. There was one. I think it was the third one. Yeah, like it looked like you might not be able to continue. It looked like you were in that much pain. Was there any point where you thought you wouldn't be able to continue because of these shots?
The third one was bad. It definitely floored me. It's funny because it literally was the exact same as the first fight. Like I was in a lot of pain when that third one got through because it was just right on the money. Even the second one was on it too. Like it hit my cup. It damaged me. It was an illegal strike. And it's just, I don't know why the second one wasn't called. But anyway, yeah, the third one I knew I just needed some time. Sometimes with them strikes, you just need a minute, sometimes 2 minutes to like get yourself back. And I knew I'm never going to stop. Like I'm never going to stop.
You were almost like a serial killer after the third one because you're on on the floor, like looking like you're out, and then you pop up and then you start smiling. And I'm like, what is up with this guy? This guy, it was crazy.
I seen a bunch of shit on Twitter saying, "Oh, he was faking the third one." He got up and started laughing. Whenever I get up, Habib was laughing at me.
Oh wow!
Because he obviously thought that I was like milking it or whatever. So he was like kind of looking and laughing at me. So I just gave him a wink.
Golly.
And then I kind of see how people would misconstrue that, but it is funny. Like it is funny.
What about at the end of the first round, the tete-a-tete, so to speak? What did you think of that moment?
Definitely looked like a fucking Brazilian footballer if I don't say so myself.
Yeah.
But see, to be fair, like he did headbutt me. Like there's no denying that he headbutted me right in the eye. Like so. Like people are saying, "Oh, that's crazy. You were milking it, whatever." Maybe there was a wee bit of a milking for sure. But like when I fought Morgan Charrier, my first Cage Warriors World title, a point was taken off him for headbutting me after the bell in the exact same situation. But I just thought that one was very funny. I only realized it actually today. I was rewatching the fight. I was trying to just gather everything a little bit more before doing this. And I realized when that happened, obviously the referee's in between us. He clashes heads with me. And the referee goes, immediately, I didn't see it. And then he follows me back to my corner and then says, I'm going to have a look at that. And then he started giving me a bollocking for stopping the fight. He's like, don't stop the fight if I don't stop it because of the groin strike, obviously. So I just thought it was such a weird, like he's right in between us. He headbutts me and he goes, I didn't see it. Follows me and goes, I'm going to take a look at that, as in like, I guess a replay. I just thought that was weird. I didn't get it. Like that's another foul if you ask me. Like,
so Keith Peterson has come under fire a little bit in the aftermath. What did you make? And he's someone who the likes of Dominic Cruz has criticized in the past. What did you make of the way in which he officiated the fight?
Well, look, there 100% should have been a point deducted. I mean, 3 fouls is too many. Like, what's the point of even having rules if you're not going to use them? And that's not including the headbutt, which is obviously, a foul also. I don't think he done a good job there at all.
Your coach spoke to Uncrowned to Pizzi, Liam Shannon, and he was critical of him as well, and even talked about him judging an earlier fight on the card. Did you have any reservations about him and the way in which he would call the fight, the way in which he would officiate going into this? Was anything on your radar?
Not me, because I didn't know at that point that he was officiating John's, my teammates. So I think Peterson gave a 10-8 round against John, whilst another referee or another judge gave a 10-9 for John. So I don't know what that, I haven't had the ability to see it yet because it hasn't been online. I didn't know, but my coach, whenever he entered the changing room, I seen him say something and talk with some officials to kind of see what was going on, because he knew that it was Peterson that had given it against John, and he was now officiating my fight. So I didn't know. I knew my coaches are kind of like were suspect, but I don't know if that's a normal thing. I'm sure it is, officiating, judging, and refereeing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Look,
It's a lot of conspiracy stuff, and that's John
this is
Mitchell.
not very important, to be honest. Like, this is not very important to me. Like, I know a lot of people were instantly talking about the scorecards, and that has been one of the main talking points. But to be honest, bro, like, it's just full responsibility on me. I wasn't good enough, and it's totally on me. I wasn't. I wasn't thinking about the scorecard for many days there. I was just thinking about not performing.
So even when you hear 50-45 and 49-46, there's no part of you that feels like, what the heck was this? How did I not win one round according to this one judge? How did I not win more than one round according to this? None of that comes to mind. You're just focused on not doing the job.
Of course it does. When they first read out the first scorecard, you seen my face. I just went, fuck's sake, this is hardly happening again. But my frustration and almost embarrassment way outweighed that. So that's what that kind of was taking up my headspace first. And that was it. Obviously, as time has went on, I've rewatched everything. I've looked at all the stats of the fights, and then I've started scoring the rounds. I'm like, okay, like, I definitely clear cut 1-2 rounds at least. I had round 2 and 5, like, absolutely no question to me. And I had 3 a 50-50. So this is why I'm not saying there's any robbery. There's none of that going on. If you give it 3-2, Usman, that's fine. If you give it 3-2 to me, that's fine. Like, this is MMA. I'm totally aware of how this goes down every single weekend. But giving it 50-45 is obviously fucking insanity. Like,
yeah,
it's fucking bonkers, as I seen the clip of you talking about it. And that's, I guess, what everybody has been talking about.
Has anyone given you at least an explanation as to how that won? Because I would think, like, if that was me, I would want to know, how did you not think I won the second, the fifth, the third? Has anyone explained that 50-45 to you? Because to me, it calls into question the whole thing when it's that blatant. That's the problem. It's not a 48-47 for him, which I have said totally okay with. Even 49-46, not love it, but okay, at least one round. 0 rounds? Yeah. How do you walk away with that? Like, I don't get it.
Like, what criteria is he using? Like, and although, to be fair to him, he definitely used the same criteria for the 5 rounds. So at least he's sticking to his guns.
Sure. So, but no one has explained that to you. You haven't gotten an answer.
No, but I haven't been speaking it either, bro. Like, as I said, like, that's not that important to me. What was important to me and is important to me is just not doing what I needed to do.
Okay. Did you feel going into the fight that you needed a finish? You needed to stop? Obviously, you never want to go to the judges. Everyone says that. But did you feel like, man, I just have to make this undeniable?
I didn't feel like I need a finish. I prepared to beat him every single round. Obviously, with my style and how I kind of operate, I can finish people at the drop of a hat. Usman is obviously just so elusive. He's hard to catch. I didn't feel like I had to finish him to win this. I was prepared and was preparing to win every round.
It's amazing to me. Like, I got to give you all the props in the world. You know, he does the interview and he's kind of talking to Jimmy Smith, and he's like, look, no controversy. Like, he's feeling good about himself. Great. And then you come in and say, hey, they didn't want to give me the mic, and I think they were kind of running out of time or whatever. And I think, okay, here comes an explosion. Here comes Paul Hughes ranting. And all you're doing is saying, like, hey, thank you to everyone for supporting me. Like, there's not an ounce of negativity, an ounce of frustration, sour grapes. How do you do that? Because you're a better man than most of us. How do you do that in that moment? How do you not just unleash all these emotions when it looks like maybe some questionable things were happening?
Yeah. To be honest, the reason that I made a point of, because they were escorting me out of the cage, and I said, I'm fucking talking to my people here. There's no chance I'm getting out of this cage without thanking everybody for traveling all the way over here from everywhere across the world, but obviously especially Ireland. So I just walked straight over. I was like, fuck this, give me that mic. So my thought process behind that was just to thank everybody coming out. And then obviously there was a thanks to Usman, his team, thanks to Dubai as well. But that was to thank my people.
Okay. The road to this fight was very interesting. And to me, it ended up being the biggest fight in PFL history. And there's a lesson for the PFL, like just make the biggest fights. None of this other fancy standings, tournaments of just make the biggest fights and look what happens. How do you feel about Usman and his team now in the aftermath? Now doing it twice, I know you were frustrated that you couldn't get the immediate rematch. It all worked out, meaning you got the second crack at him. How do you feel towards him and his team now?
Ultimate respect. Ultimate respect for Usman as a competitor. And, I enjoyed that fight a lot. I really, really did. We were talking shit to each other the entire time, and I fucking love that. That is a competitor, and I'm obviously testing him so much, and he's coming back, and we're just two competitors. We're two of the best prospects in the whole sport. You could say two of the best lightweights on the planet, just going at it. And I just love that competition, so I have great respect for him.
Do you think he respects you now? That was kind of the theme going into the first fight, and you kind of brought it up a little bit last week as well. Do you think he still underestimates you, or do you think you have earned his respect?
No, for sure, for sure. You can't do 10 rounds and not have that respect at this point.
Do you think there's any chance you get a third crack at him?
Perhaps in the future. Perhaps it'll be some years for sure.
Okay, you don't think there's a chance they do it right away?
No.
No. Are you okay with that? Are you at peace with that?
I'm at peace with it. I didn't do enough. This is on me. This is all on me.
Wow. Well, I definitely respect you taking it all on you. Is there a chance that you're being too hard on yourself? You did seem to fight a great fight in most people's eyes, and again, some thought you won.
I'm always my own biggest critic. I have to be, and that's why I'm in this position. I think it's not because I am proud of myself. I'm extremely proud of myself, and I don't feel defeated in any way, and I don't feel like a loser. I'm just sad and frustrated that I wasn't able to fight at 110% to beat him. You know what I mean? That's what I'm sad about.
When you say that, are you saying that you weren't 100% going into the fight?
Well, look, nobody's 100% going into any of these fights. There's no excuses. Like, every fighter you watch is not at 100%. So no, like, I just didn't.
Yeah.
And I wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough.
What did your team say to you afterwards? Your coaches, what was the feedback from them?
They all had it 3-2.
For you? Yeah.
They all had it 3-2. And like, at that point, I was just like, I felt in the fight that I was just fighting amateurish at times, because, as I say, like, my mind was saying yes, but body wasn't following of what I needed to do. And that just was frustrating me, because I just wasn't performing where I normally do, And so when I came out of it, I was like, fuck's sake, I knew the last round was close, but coming out for the last round, they were like, this is 2 each. You have to win this round. So I was like, right. I pulled it out. I definitely pulled a good fifth round out of the bag, all things considered. I dug fucking deep. Like, I dug deep to just keep the pressure and keep on him. And I dropped him in the fucking last round. Like, I sent him to a knee, and in the actual broadcast, like, yeah, you see it, but I seen some of the instant replays. It's like, I dropped him. Like, are we scoring damage here, or what are we doing? Like, that was the most significant shot of the last round, and potentially even the fight. Never mind the head kick I whacked him. Never mind all the pressure and all the other shots I was scoring in the last round. So, yeah, I don't know, getting into the weeds a wee bit.
No, I understand. When you're watching, are there moments that you're like, man, I wish I could get this one back. I wish I could do this differently. Is it hard for you to watch?
It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, but I done the best that I could on the night.
Most importantly, what did your parents say afterwards? We love your parents around here.
They'll be watching this now. They'll be buzzing. They're so proud, man. Everyone is. I've such an unbelievable friends and family circle, and that's why, it's, although the losing's hard, I still am very, very blessed.
I think some of the narrative afterwards, and I'm not trying to stir the pot here, was just that, like, it's time for Paul to leave PFL. And my response to that was like, no one has flown the PFL flag prouder and higher than Paul Hughes. You continue to say how happy you are, how well they treat you. You chose them, all this stuff and more. Have your sentiments changed about the organization after this? Or again, are you just going to say this is on me and nothing else?
No, I mean, I feel really positively about the PFL, as I've always said, that they've changed my life, and they've given me these opportunities. Like, obviously, I mean, it's no secret that a lot of fans were unhappy, or not unhappy. Well, yeah, you could say unhappy with how it was being marketed, but more so, like, what made me kind of sad was just a lot of people saying, "Oh, we didn't know this was on, or we don't know where to watch it." And I'm like, this is my whole life's work. How do people not know this fight's on? Do you know what I mean? So that maybe just made me personally feel a bit sad that people weren't able to see my work and everything I've been working so hard for. But other than that, that's a small thing. Other than that, everything has been fantastic. Been treated so well. The staff are all incredible. They're so nice. They're so kind. And they've changed my life. Like, so I still stick by that.
It's a new era. There's a new CEO. I saw John Martin in between you guys. Could you tell us what the vibe is like within, the staff, the company, fight week? Have you sensed any sort of difference from previous fight weeks?
See, to be honest, I wasn't near the fighter hotel the whole time. So I just went in for my obligations and dipped back out again. But for what I was there for, it was very positive, and it always is very positive. As I say, everyone's very kind. The staff are all very nice. And there's no complaints.
How quickly do you want to return?
I need some time. I've given everything the last 18 months here. That's my 6th fight in 18 months, my 5th in PFL, my 2nd world title fight. My body needs some time here.
Okay. Serious stuff bothering you, or you just feel like it's the wear and tear of the last 18 months? Like, do you have any serious injuries?
Some.
Oh, really?
Some.
Surgery?
Yeah, I need. No.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing surgery. No. I'll get back over to Bioaccelerator out in Colombia very soon. Shout out to those guys, because if I didn't see them, I would not have been able to do an R fight camp. It literally would have been physically possible. So huge shout out to Bioaccelerator in Colombia. I'll hopefully get back out there very soon.
Okay. We know about your history with your hands. Are your hands bothering you?
No, thankfully not. Touch wood, zero issues. Like, and that's all I'll say on this.
Okay, got you. I understand. You don't want to come across like you're making any excuses or sour grapes or anything like that. So I definitely do appreciate it. Is there a chance you're out for like a year? Like, you just need that type of mental and physical break?
No, definitely not. Like, the thing is, I want to keep going. Like, I want to keep going. I waited so long to be in these opportunities. There's nothing like, it's my team. They're saying we're not letting you fight. You have to take time. I want to keep. I have never loved this sport so much in my life. Like, truly, seeing being in a better position now, Ariel, and that's again shout out to PFL again for changing my life. See, being able to do these training camps with my team, and like, I've been in Dubai for over a month now. To be able to have these experiences, like, with all the people that you love that are there for you, and just working towards the dream, it's such a beautiful thing. I've never enjoyed and loved this sport more in my life. I love competing. I love the daily grind. I love getting better. I love the feeling that, like, I'm gonna be the best in the world someday. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. I've got a full team supporting me doing it. I don't want to stop. Like, my mind says yes, but my body's saying no right now. So I need that. I need a bit of time. Like, I need a bit of time.
I get it. You know what you need? You need to get back home, be around your friends and family. I know a lot of them are there as well. Get a nice little burrito from that spot, maybe a big one or two.
No, we can't.
We're done? Okay, we're done.
So here, we'll switch it up. We'll go Nando's.
Oh, I love a Nando's. See, I have had Nando's. Okay, so we're done with them. We're moving on.
We're done with with Mexican ex establishment. We're moving on to Nando's. That's the next one. We're going for the black card there.
Okay,
So,
okay. I feel like they're a little bit.
do you want to help me out here, Ariel? Do
See,
you want to hype me up?
I actually know someone who has the black card. I feel like this one's more attainable.
Oh, yeah?
Get on it, Tim. Get him the damn black card, all right? What's the order, by the way? What's the order?
Oh, Nando's. You're talking sunset burger, peri salted chips. Do you know what I like to do? I like to do it after weigh-ins. I'll go extra chicken thighs on the side, right?
Oh, wow.
Then I'll get an extra portion of garlic bread. I'll get halloumi, peronaise, peri salted chips, and I'll make my own second burger.
Wow, burger. I've never had the burger there. I've just had the chicken.
No, I'm making it myself. I'm getting all the sides, and yeah, bro, I got this shit unlocked. Like, if you're ever back this direction, bro, I got you.
Do they have it over there in Dubai?
They have it, bro, and we go after every single weigh-in that I've had for years. So I've got years of footage. I'm gonna get my editor to start clipping it up as we speak. I'm gonna get them the promo sent over, everything sorted.
Yeah, forget those jabronis, the burrito guys. Yeah, forget them. They had their chance. The ship has sailed.
The ship has sailed, exactly.
I love it. All right, well, enjoy your time off. Well done. Great fight, but man, the way you conduct yourself, I really do have to tip my cap to you. It's really a pleasure to watch you do your thing with the lights so bright on you. No one would have faulted you for what do you guys say, like throwing the baby out with the pram or whatever, like going crazy, going insane, and you've kept it so classy, so professional. It's really a pleasure. For all those people, lastly, before I let you go, who took to social media, who posted things on your behalf, who were upset, all those fans who have supported you for so long, you have a very loyal fan base. What do you want to say to them?
Bro, like, this has been the thing I've been thinking about, because I wanted to say the right thing as well for everybody traveling over. Like, I had to take some time away, obviously, from online, but when I do open it, it's just so positive. And then obviously my phone, just the messages of everyone I love, but also like the weekend that I've had here in Dubai, like there's so many people traveled over from every corner of the globe. Like, as I say, especially Ireland, you're talking, I would say near 1,000 people came over here, and I got to spend time and see everybody on the Saturday because we threw an after party. And I think I got to see basically everybody and get photos with everybody that came. And that is like one of the most meaningful things about this whole journey, is to be able to share them experiences with everybody that have either been with me from the start or they've just joined now. And like the energy, like people are making friends throughout the world just from coming to my fights. Like people are traveling solo to come to them. Like we've developed such an amazing community at this point, and that's really meaningful. So I just want to thank all these people that have always traveling over. And then just in general, if you're tuning in, if you're subscribing to the YouTube, all that stuff, it's really meaningful.
Incredible. Well done, Paul. Thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. Get well soon, heal up, and congrats on a great fight. You fought your ass off, and you deserve all the praise that you are getting.
Thank you, brother. And shout out to the boys in the back as well. I know you're all supporters, so I really do appreciate it.
They will love that. Thank you, Paul. All the best to you. We'll talk to you soon.
Have a good one. Bye.
There he is. Big news. Paul Hughes giving a shout out to the BITB. Does that include PT as well?
Was in the back mention, baby.
Was
in the back mention.
What a week for you guys, right?
Shout out Paul Hughes.
From Yuri shitting on you to
shitting. Is that what we're going with? Jesus. I mean, every time you get a chance, you're like, word of the week, performative. Actor of the month.
Thanks for watching this video. Before you go, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Also, give us a thumbs up, leave a nice comment. These things go a long way. And while you're here, do check out the rest of the channel. We've got live shows and full interviews, clips, and a whole lot more. We're doing big things here, and we appreciate your support very much.